Welcome back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is Wednesday, October 30th, and we rocked the college football slate last weekend as a squad. One loss, one push, the rest dubs. Everyone, little props. Props to us. Very good college football. NFL wasn't too bad. A very tough weekend for NFL bettors. A lot of upsets, a lot of kind of bad beats, things like that. So we will get into that. But I want to highlight the good stuff, boys. Sean Max here as always, here to recap a great weekend of college football. Ready to go into this weekend of college football. Beautiful slate. NFL slate's beautiful. You guys are beautiful. How the fuck are we?
Uh, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, but yeah, like you said, college football is just, I mean, Friday night, you wanted to bet me straight up for Boise UNLV, and you ate shit. Boise did their thing, and Indiana, we knew, I mean, come on. Siggy had them fucking fired up. I knew that would just be money, and then Wake. I saw it and then fucking -3. I wish I did 2.5.
They were up most of that game too, pretty
Mhm.
much, if not the entirety of the game. I think it was 27-21 for a bit. I thought you were going to sneak in there, but yep, yep.
But overall, very happy. We killed it.
Oh yeah.
Sean, how we doing, my man? Rowing the boat and the Duke Blue Devils almost
Yeah.
win.
I know. Sorry to have the only the only loss from the weekend out of the nine picks we shared there. The crazy thing is too, I checked in on that ULM South Alabama, and they were up in the third quarter, and no one needs to go see it, but if you see the final score, they lost by like 30 or something. So it must have got out of hand quickly. But yeah, no, Maryland went exactly how I thought it would go. Kind of probably celebrated that USC win a little bit too much there. Rode the boat, spanked him. That Duke cover was absolutely, the Duke line, I should say, was banana land. It's very disrespectful.
Yeah.
We might take a look at that this week again. I'd say even more disrespectful, but yeah, man, it's all's good. All's good. Fun football weekend.
Yeah.
Yep. You got a early little celebration with Pitt looking really fucking good against Syracuse on Thursday night. Um, I was disrespecting Cuse a little bit on the pod as well as some of the group chats. So hand up, that was bad. So I don't know, I might reverse course and go Oppo this weekend. But yeah, thoughts on Pitt Panthers.
Huge game. Undefeated, at least, undefeated in conference SMU and undefeated Pitt head out in a 8 p.m. matchup on ACC Network, which I'm sure only half the country has there. But no, this is huge. They, absolutely just stepped on Syracuse there. I'll shout out to Honda McCord for throwing 3 pick sixes. That was pretty nice here. The Pitt offense really didn't have to do much there, but huge test. They're certainly their biggest test of the year going to Dallas, and if they can come out with a win over SMU, I think now it's serious. They're just probably then at that point, a win at home against Clemson away and take care of business against Louisville from going back to Charlotte for the ACC championship. But that would have to play itself out down the road. We're focused on the men of Methodist.
Yes. Yep. And Max, to the other side of the backyard brawl, West Virginia squeaking out a win. I mean, they had,
Yeah, that was a nice win.
yep. So
It
yeah,
was.
on that. Is that me? Oh my God.
That's Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
Taylor,
Please.
Is
no.
she joining us?
Girls' night call. Did you did you just answer that?
No, I think I did a reminder. Hopefully it lets her answer.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Sorry. Yeah, continue on.
No,
That's
no, I mean, I was the one that brought it up. But yeah, whatever. I mean, dude, I get it. I'm being an asshole after having to face Iowa State and then Kansas State. Both were at home, both performed like shit, but still, like those are very good teams, and I'm coming for Neil Brown's head. I understand that that's kind of unreasonable, but we had high expectations. Garrett Green's not really doing what he should be. Um, we had Nico start against Arizona. He is 2-0 now as a starter. That's not much, but he was a 4-star out of Arizona, coming all the way to us. He's very good. I'm glad he didn't transfer with us with Garrett staying and all that shit. I like Nico right now. Garrett really just dog shit. I called him Heisman finalist beginning of the year, and he hasn't done nothing to show that. So get Neil Brown out. I'm still on that train. We fired our DC. Maybe that will help a little bit. I know that definitely saves Neil a little bit. He can throw that blame onto him because we have let up a lot of points. But we're still right at 500, above 500. But honestly, fucking yeah, 3 losses. But I'm being a dick, but I'm not trusting that climb anymore.
Yeah, I mean, between those two teams in Penn State, some tough games there. So yeah, nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
and Pitt, so 4 losses. I'm sorry. Bullshit, lost to Pitt. But
I
Pitt's also,
was gonna say all ranked, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad loss.
I
Yeah.
know. Shouldn't have lost. But yeah. Just
Oh,
like,
I don't hate that, man. Hey,
yeah.
let's take the
I'm,
momentum week by week. Are they on a bye this week, or they got? Are they in,
no, we had our bye. Um,
who is it?
I don't know. We can,
We'll get into that in a
yeah, I
second.
was gonna say we can get going and then I'll just bring it up.
Yep. Yeah, because we got to talk about your boys 3-0. I've gone 3-0 this past weekend, 0-3 the weekend before, 3-0 the weekend before that, 3-0 the weekend before that. I am 18-9 on the season right now with a very solid, squeaky little bit with the Kansas State over at 55.5. I thought that one would clear it very well. Only got it by half a point. Kansas State ended up pulling out 50 or 29-27, so right at that 56. So squeaked that one in. But Colorado played very well against Cincinnati. They look really good. I'm gonna have to keep going back to that well because Travis Hunter's coming to play. Shador's been balling. They haven't really had like I'm not gonna say that they've played their best, opponents just yet. I think they still got a couple other tough games coming up, so interested to see that. But yeah, they covered their 5.5, and then Notre Dame, I'm pretty sure covered on their own on the over 51. So beat the
Yeah,
piss
I'm
out of TV.
glad I didn't know which team was gonna come out. I'm glad I didn't put my under, like I said I liked as my pick.
And
Yeah,
push.
they self-pushed. Yeah.
So yeah, just needed a touchdown from Navy. They ended up coming back. So Notre Dame looking real dominant. Run game's looking really good. Defense,
Hey,
so firing on all cylinders right now.
like you said, like last week or two, I mean, fluke game, I know their schedule's not super strong, but a fluke game to NIU, um, there's some teams that will end up. I mean, like I said, I think Oregon's going to lose is going to lose a game. I don't think we're going to have an undefeated top team. We'll probably, someone is going to probably end up being like, I think Iowa State is going to lose. So
Mhm.
we'll see. I think Notre Dame's looking good. They're at 8 right now. So just play it safe, get in the playoffs, and let's roll.
Yep. Defense has been looking real solid. They've even been missing a few guys, and honestly, what helps them is A&M's been looking really good. So I mean, that's a good win to hang your hat on at Kyle Field too. Uh,
Yeah.
so I think that helps us out huge. So I think what's good and maybe just seeing a trend as we go, Notre Dame might not, yes, like they're gonna have close games, but I don't see Notre Dame letting teams in right now. Like the way they just destroyed Navy and just didn't let off the gas. I can see that probably being a trend going forward when they play these lesser teams because not only do they have to win, they have to win easily. Uh, so something to just keep an eye out on. I can't remember if Notre Dame's playing or not this weekend. I don't really.
I don't think they are.
I think
West
they're
Virginia's not either. Just so you know.
okay. Neither of them were showing up. So yes, we'll get into Notre Dame.
But
I'll
it's
look
too
at
bad.
Notre Dame's next game, but yeah, overall, really solid college football weekend, guys. And then any other kind of takeaways aside from our teams and then the bets? Any other kind of takeaways you guys had from the past weekend?
Um, no, I guess I could say just Ohio State just doesn't have that it factor. They're barely scraping along. I mean, Nebraska's a good team, but Nebraska honestly looked like shit. And Ohio State also looked like shit because they barely beat them. So, be interesting to see what happens next week.
There, yeah,
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah. Texas got away. I mean, the
I was
Texas,
Vandy.
gonna say, yeah,
Texas
not
barely
like
sneaked.
Vandy again,
Vandy.
almost doing it again.
I was with a few tech guys and they were like, "Oh," and everyone was saying Vandy was so bad. And I'm like, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Hey, well, don't look now, but if Virginia Tech, gets a win over Syracuse this week, off and rolling. They've been playing well of late.
Yeah.
My boss just grabbed tickets to the UVA game.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's see. I mean, Bama blew out Missouri 34-0. Not much to talk about there, but geez, that's
No,
just
I think Missouri's QB was only played half the game.
yep. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Ohio State, Penn State this weekend.
Oh, good.
yeah.
Max's Army's back
Yes.
playing.
A lot of good football. Sweet. Well, if that's it for college football, let's do a little recap NFL. Max, you want to just you want to rip the Band-Aid off?
Sure, let me finish this beer. Shout out to Swift Creek Sailors. Um,
Shout out. Shout out.
yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything about that Hail Mary other than the fact like, sure, whatever, like that happened, it happens, and it has nowhere to start to like that could have been a whole different game. It couldn't our offense is absolute dog shit. Our our defense held them in the red zone to three. Well, actually, one or two weren't red zone, but they were there, scoring position, held them to four fucking field goals. And our goddamn offense can't do anything. Down 12-0. Just four straight field goals. And we can't even get a fucking field goal. I hate Shane Waldick. That piece of shit doesn't know what to do with Caleb. He has no idea what to do with that talent. Caleb had 10 completions for like 24. Like I just don't understand how we get this guy, he didn't even do much. Like he's like acting like it's Geno Smith. It's Caleb fucking Williams. Just it, I just don't know. So much going on. It's not even the Hail Mary. Like they deserve that win. Truly, the commies deserve that win, and they got it. Karma's a bitch. Ball don't lie. You can say all those things, but we did not draft the wrong quarterback. I'll just say that. Caleb had a pretty rough game. Fuck you. We're not taking Jaden at one. It's Caleb Williams. So all those Twitter fucks can just shit off and fire Shane immediately. I do like Flus, dude. I think Flus has our defense, best defense. Our defense is so goddamn fucking good. And if I was on that defense, this is my last comment. If I was on that defense, I would literally be beating the fuck out of Shane and the offense, just everyone. The O line, you guys suck ass. We have crazy, crazy. That's one of the top. I'm gonna say they are the best defense. I know Broncos defense really good. We're the best defense in the fucking league. I don't give a shit. So good. And fuck you, Tyreek Stevenson. I understand. but fuck you. Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Well done. Well done.
Yep. Good. Good.
That was it does seem like you watch the game. I mean, look the way Washington and Cliff, schemes up some relatively easier stuff to get Jaden going, just some short pass that then helps lead into the longer stuff to Terry.
Yeah,
There's not like any layups, I feel like, in that Chicago offense. And then good on Caleb, at least like in the fourth quarter when he was just like, dude, I gotta get going here. Like he did. I
he
mean,
did.
as crazy as like and not this is directed at you, Max, at all. Just as much as the Commanders were just absolutely destroying, like in commanding that, not to be ironic, commanding that game. The Bears won it. The Bears then ended up, winning, and then the Hail Mary's the Hail Mary. It is what it is. But like, I mean, that game was won. And, even though he only had 4 completions up till like the start of the fourth quarter, like that would have all been not forgotten, but at least like, hey, that's what a winner does. Like he showed up in the moment. So not
Yeah,
worried about Caleb. I think Jaden impresses me more every single week, man.
yeah. He
I,
played.
I
He played
imagine
great.
his ribs were not feeling good. He wasn't moving as much as he did before, but god damn, dude, that team looks good. I'm going to give the shout out to the Commanders there. Their defense is playing so much better now than they were in that first week when they let up 1 billion yards to the Bucks. It'll be, I think, it just a very interesting game to talk about months from now. I think both teams will continue to go on and play very well and beat every team that they're essentially better than. But man, that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. There were so many crazy moments. The fucking handoff to the backup guard or whatever.
That was,
Oh my
that was
God, Max.
great.
I felt so sorry for you.
Dude, it was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah,
That
let's get a
was
fat man
That was
tutty game
crazy.
on the line. And we got so fucking lucky. Just,
I mean,
yeah.
dude.
I mean, Washington deserved it. And I didn't mean to take anything away from Jaden when I said we didn't pick the wrong guy. Jaden is fantastic. I
No.
love watching him.
But both are, looking like they're going to be some awesome NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's all. We can move on. I'm almost over it. So,
Fair, fair. I was gonna say it's Tuesday night. It's Wednesday for other people. So yeah, I'm glad that you're.
Speaking of this Tuesday night, I think it is worth noting that it just happened. Freddie Freeman, sir, has hit another home run against the New York Yankees.
You got
yes, that did see that.
dude, series over. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
that might be all she wrote.
That's crazy. Wow. Go ahead, Freddie Freeman. I like it. Getting
Okay,
back.
Yanks fans are more annoying than Dodgers fans because I don't think there's like a real Dodger fan out there. So,
Except Max Homa.
yeah,
Yeah, we like Max. We like Max Homa.
there are legit Yanks fans, but I don't think there's a real Dodger. So, yeah,
All right.
I wanted the Dodgers to win the whole time. So,
Sweet, get it over with. I mean, geez, take them out of their misery. So
yeah,
the New York Giants. We're talking about other New York football
Mhm.
/ sports teams. Steelers already talked about it earlier, but Steelers made me some money last night. Sean, I know you got the hoodie
Yeah,
on the Yens.
yeah, man. It's dude, it feels a little bit different than some of these other years where we've gone off to a nice record winning, but it's never been a serious team or a team that was going to give someone a fight in the playoffs here. But there's a formula. I think everyone, myself included, was a little bit skeptical of the change from Fields to Wilson there. Obviously Fields hadn't done anything wrong. They were winning. It wasn't lighting it up by any means, but Tomlin says, "Hey, I want to see what's going on here," and the offense is absolutely unlocked. They've now back-to-back over 400-yard games. They didn't have a single 400-yard game under Matt Canada, by the way. I mean, seeing actually a Steelers quarterbacks back like since Roethlisberger was not old, being able to go under center, play action and hit a deep shot there just put the heart emojis in my eyes right now, man. And if they could go out and get another wide receiver too, especially because now, all these guys are getting traded. Didn't love seeing Deontay come back into the division there, but that just opens it so much more. I think we'll give Pickens some shots there. The defense was a little bit of bend but don't break last night, but there's nothing like when it's down to one possession game in the fourth quarter. What do you do, Sam?
You run the TJ Watt play.
You run the TJ Watt play. Hey, TJ, can you go get he did the triple play. He got the sack, the forced fumble, and recovered it there, and that was pretty much all
He's
she
so
wrote.
fucking
So
great, dude.
6-2 bye week. Go get your body healthy. Go hang out with your family because then it's time to lock the fuck in. We got Commanders, Ravens, Browns, Bengals all after that stretch. So it's about to be
Well
some
timed.
football. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing at this point too. Now, what that means in the grand scheme of I don't think they're in the top tier of AFC teams. I don't think they're Chiefs, Bills, or even Ravens. Although the Ravens keep losing to these bad teams, I mean that will take care of itself. But I do think they can punch, with those guys.
Yeah. Y'all are sneaky, dude.
Yeah,
6 fucking 2. You shitting me?
yeah, man. It's
Who would have thought?
hey, Coach T. Um, Mike got them boys
Tomlin
playing
is the
hard.
fucking goat, dude. I actually
Yeah, I mean
like
even.
my favorite
Like
head
even
coach.
Najee, who I've been pretty bearish on, and thought he looked slow for a lot of parts of last year and the beginning of this year, has now reeled off 3 straight 100-yard games there. And this team's only going to get healthier too as we. It was great getting Alex Highsmith back last night. I think Daniel Jones was pressured on 51% of his dropbacks. That might be as much of a Giants problem, but that Steelers pass rush is just menacing.
Yeah, dude. They still, I mean, fucking who the fuck is Tyrone Tracy Jr., dude?
Yeah, that kid
145?
dude, he was balling. It's some guy out of I think he was a
Purdue.
wide receiver at Iowa, and then he transferred to Purdue where he became a running back. That's what they said on the broadcast last night.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah,
And
he was
Jones,
really pissing me off.
Yeah.
dude. I didn't watch the game. I was watching the Blackhawks game,
Yeah, no worries.
but
Yeah, it was one of those. There's other things I probably wouldn't have watched it if I was a
yeah,
fan of one of the two teams.
yeah. And then D Jones putting up 260. That's kind of crazy to
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Again, like it was nice to see. It wasn't by any means the Steelers' best performance, but their special teams is unreal this year. They blocked 2 kicks, blocked a punt, and then now have had a punt return touchdown, like all kind of in consecutive games there.
Yeah, I mean, if you showed me just all of the Giants' offensives like yards and shit, and not tutties or the score or anything, I would have thought Giants put up like 30 points. But you
Yeah,
guys held them to 18, and
yeah.
that's
I mean, they filled up the stat sheet all right.
just fucking
But
hold the fort down.
and honestly, like we went down the field all of our first 3 possessions. Almost got to like over like a 200 yards and only had 9 points to show for it, which was a very kind of Commanders start to the Bears game. That's how you keep a team in when you really should be putting the pedal on. But it's good, man. I like good bye week here. It's gonna be some tough teams coming up.
Yep.
Yep. You got Boswell over 1.5 field goals. Might just be the fucking
Yeah.
rest of this.
I was thinking about that more and more like this morning, Sam, that you might be honest. Now look, I'm never gonna, bet on them, but like if someone were to take Steelers money line plus Boswell over like 1.5 kicks, that probably is up a few units over the course of the year. You're not going to win every single time, but that's a pretty good bet to stick with.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. I might be doing some kicker modeling over here. We're getting real degenerate. So might see some kicker props in our future. But Boswell is going to be the leading man for that. So good win for them. Like I said, made me a ton of money. I did have it was Tracy, Najee, Steelers money line, and then Daniel Jones pick. So that last pick was pretty big. But yeah, all over that game. Packers, I'm a little concerned. little concerned here. That's why I kind of saved it for last. Yeah, they say he's going to be okay with the groin, but that's not the same thing that he had issues with earlier in the season. So we're just picking up a collection of dings here and there. We're only in week, what, 9? Yep. So slightly concerned. However, Malik Willis, I think will at least keep us in most games going forward. We did have him 2-0 earlier in the year, but I think it was the Titans and the Colts, I think is who it was. Yeah, I think it was Titans and the Colts. Not really, if you're looking at it now, not really super quality teams right now. We're starting to get into the thick of it. Max, you know how it is right now for the Bears. We are looking down the barrel when it comes to these next fucking 8 weeks. We've got pretty much all division games, sprinkle in a couple other ones that are pretty tough. I'm going to the Niners game at Lambeau. McCaffrey looks like he's going to be healthy for that game. He'll be one game, I think maybe 2 games down, maybe even 3 before if he stays healthy. So he's going to be in stride. So we've got the Niners there. That's going to be a tough game. So I'm kind of at the point with this week with the Lions. If he's not super feeling good and he's not able to play 100%, I just think we I don't want to keep doing this like 2 games on, 1 game off, 2 games on. So we need to find some consistency there. Malik's done a good job with that. And normally I'd say the defense has been balling. They kind of let up a lot of big plays to the Jags. Peterson was all over them on the offensive scheme for the Jags that game. Evan Ingram had a great game. Lawrence threw for 308 and 2 touchdowns. We have a good secondary. So not great on the defense, a little concerned of the offense. Not overall super concerned with the team as a whole. I think we just got to make sure we keep Love healthy. Kraft absolutely balled. Bummer he didn't get the 4th catch, but yeah, Josh Jacobs, we're going to continue to just smash mouth. Good old smash mouth football.
Smash mouth football.
Yes, smash mouth football. So yeah, so Josh Jacobs there. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, a little bit concerned right now, and they haven't said he's for sure out, but they said if he's healthy, he'll play. Hoping we just don't rush him back.
Okay.
Lions are tough.
Now, you wouldn't think to punt this Lions game, would you?
It's hard, no, but at the same time, if he
They tell you don't want to risk putting him in there.
being out longer, so there's really no good time right now for him to get hurt. The schedule is so tough. So at least if we got to punt one, I guess. But I don't know. I don't feel great about it. Overall, I'm not like season's over or anything. I need to see what's going on with Love and hopefully he's
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I wish Love was healthy because this would be a battle of like 2 of the top 5 teams in football this weekend.
Oh yeah, this might be a flex worthy game if Love is playing like fully. So yeah, I agree. We'll see. I'm gonna just probably stay away from that game altogether and just hope we win. Maybe if I feel like playing money line for shits and gigs, but I'm not gonna be doing shit with that game until I find out. Otherwise, even if Love is playing, I'd probably still not really play that. The Lions are just a wagon right now. They're just beating the shit out of everyone. They're just having fun, dude. They're just out there messing around. It looks like just a stacked pickup team who just is going to play for 12 hours on the basketball court because they can. They can just fuck for half of them. So, yeah, I just don't want us to get too banged up from that game. Yep. Let's see. Let's look at the picks. Let's look at the picks for NFL. Not too bad. Sean had a good little weekend. 3-2 on the main with also a touchdown. I apologize for the touchdown parlay being ruined from Ricky Pearsall. The story was just too good to be true. But yeah, let's say Sean, thoughts on your 3 winners and the games you had this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I won't need to highlight over them. Just that the Tucker Craft one it's tough to lose a receptions bet on a player that got over 70 receiving yards. Good on him for balling out on national tight ends day there. But Yeah, no, overall, that was good to get back on the right side of things. Chargers in New Orleans, that those just two teams going forward, depending on who they're playing, I feel like it'd be a lot of good under games.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see, Max, you led us in college and pro last weekend, so and also had a really good college football. NFL not so much, but honestly, overall pretty close on a lot of them. And you went with your heart, and
I was gonna say bias got the best of me, so that's how that went. Yeah, I think at that time I didn't realize Tua was playing. And then the Cardinals offense also just looked pretty damn good. Kyler is killing it. He's loving all this Call of Duty talk about him being shitty, and he's just on Twitter just being like, yeah, like Sleeper posted like the graphs of him like when Call of Duty releases and like his stats, and it's just like his stats going down, whatever, Call of Duty
Mhm.
going up, and he quoted it and said, "Coming from the Timu of fantasy," and I was like, "Oh my
I
god, like
saw
he's
that.
fucking, he might be just straight up locked in and ready to
I'm
go."
glad that he clapped back. Although I'm sure as all of us like Sleeper.
Yeah, I was gonna
Tough,
say
tough for them
I
to get
actually
that
like Sleeper much better than
tough for
most
them
fans.
to get hit with that there, but no, he's playing some good football.
Yeah. Getting Marvin some touches fucking finally.
The NFC West
yeah,
is so weird right now. They
so
They used to be the
they
best.
all are
Like,
just like the exact same kind of team.
they are.
Now, of course, if San Francisco gets healthy, they'll probably rise above the rest, but that'll
True.
be a fun race.
yep. Rams are
Yeah,
feisty.
that one was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rams are
Yeah, don't look now. The Rams won two in a row.
they're so teeter-totter though.
Yeah, I hammered the Niners. That was I think I said it in the
Oh,
pod.
Cowboys suck cock, dude. That division sucks too.
Yeah, I was like that play was like mega nuclear whale, covered every loss I had the rest of the weekend. Everything like and some. Like they just knew that one was gonna be it wasn't easy at first, but yeah. Niners are just they get healthy, they're gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, had a Josh Allen over passing. That was he had like 285, pretty
It went
easy.
off.
Buffalo, Seattle. Seattle didn't carry their weight on the over for me. And then fucking Vegas, like just getting their ass beat all game and then just backdoor covering my under like assholes that they are. So yeah, not too bad of a week, but overall, we just gotta keep the college momentum going, and I gotta not bet it all on Sunday. That's my problem. Just end up
Yep.
even because NFL just rocks my socks every time. Not in a good way. Let's see. What other games? I mean, Patriots with an upset win over the Jets. Dude, I don't even, I can't, it's just undefendable. I don't know what to say for my boy Aaron Rodgers. They're just looking bad.
Yeah, go back in the darkness, you little fuck.
Yeah. Browns crushing the Ravens. That's all. Jameis is fun as hell. So,
Yeah, love the James story. He's
yeah.
the man. He's so funny.
Crazy. That guy gives us spark every single time for the first game or two.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm excited to see them play the Chargers. That should be a good game this weekend.
Yeah,
All right. Anything else, or you guys want to get into the picks?
let's roll.
Yeah, let's do
Alrighty, we're going to bury the tape, hide the sheet, whatever you want to call it. I am doing it right. Meow. And your boy 3-0 last weekend for college football. I'm going to lead us off. I'm going to go Sean in the middle, Max on the end of the snake for college football. And the reason why I'm going first, I want to get this out of the way. Mega whale nuclear college football play. Talked a little bit about it in a couple group texts. Really wanted to make sure I had all my analysis done on this one, but Iowa State, Texas Tech over 55.5. Iowa State, very good football team. They've been winning. I think they're undefeated, right? Or
Yeah,
one.
they're still on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
still undefeated. Been rolling. To be honest, though, they haven't really played great offensive teams. So their pace with their offense is great. Texas Tech's number 4 in the country in plays offensive plays per game. Iowa State is 14th. And so just that math alone, I'm looking at the over. I also think that Iowa State is due for kind of a letdown game at some point. Texas Tech, their offense, they just had a big win against TCU. They're kind of finding their momentum here. I absolutely see either potentially an overtime game. I could see Texas Tech potentially covering 14. That's just a lot in a late season, not late season, but mid to late season game. It's home, so you're thinking, yeah, they should win. I think it's at least going to be competitive. I could see even overtime. And so that being said, I have no issues with at minimum a 28-28 overtime, and whatever I get after that is just free fun. So give me that over. I'm going to just double check that it is 55.5. But yeah, I think going to be a nice little late night overtime game, and we're going to be sweating that, but we're not going to be sweating the over. So whatever side you want to go with. I know a lot of people are big on Iowa State right now, so I can understand both sides. Probably going to lean towards 2 touchdowns, maybe by the hook there, just kind of see how that goes. But I'm getting the over in now before it gets to like 57.5 by Saturday.
All right. All right.
You say so, Buster. Fuck them,
All
dude.
right.
Oh
Very
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it's at 56 now already. Sorry. So yeah, I'll take the 56. But yeah,
Even better.
yep.
guess what? They're still second in the Big 12. They're not even first. It's crazy.
Kansas State.
Nope.
Uh, who was the other undefeated team in the Big 12?
Just beat UCF to the pulp.
Oh, BYU. Nice.
They
All
did.
right.
They could do it.
I, you know what? We all had a lot of fun with taking Iowa under last year. I mean, I feel like everyone in the country was in on that, but not this Iowa team. This Iowa team can score the damn football. This Iowa team runs. Sam, help me out with that running back's name.
Uh, Caleb Johnson.
There we go. That guy is going to play on Sundays. The Iowa Hawkeyes are 7-1 in games to the over this year, yet Vegas is still disrespecting them. I think they dropped a 40 burger last week. Well, the line this week is at 40.5. They host Wisconsin. Wisconsin, solid, but they've been, this is not Wisconsin of a decade ago. They've been giving up some points. I think they gave up 28 to Penn State last week, who had a backup quarterback in for half the game there. So give me the over 40.5 in Wisconsin at Iowa.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I
Like,
took my one game or week one. I took my one shot, and then I don't think I've ever touched them again.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it was close. I think it was by like half a point or a point. I love that. Yeah, I think Wisconsin can put up some points too if they need. So
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Iowa. Iowa's been a pretty good offensive team this year. I think they could probably get to 30 on their own here.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck. Back to back. Um, kind of foreshadowed it a little bit. Well, I've both of these. Uh, give me Penn State plus 3.5 at State. I mean, are you shitting me? You're gonna I don't know, but I can almost guarantee that this game has to be a whiteout. Like there's no doubt in my mind that this game's gonna be a whiteout.
I mean, it might be, but it's not a night game. So it's not like the true
I guess
whiteout.
you're right,
Yeah. Just
but
Penn State fans they're very upset at this game keeps getting scheduled at big noon.
Yeah. Was it really? You got picked big noon instead of game day?
No, game day is there, but like
Oh.
it's like that noon game of
Oh
Fox.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I mean, dude, like I said, Ohio State really has shown us nothing. Penn State hasn't shown us anything too crazy. But you know what? Maybe this is James Franklin's year. Maybe he fucking finally gets through that threshold, wins the Big Ten, gets that first round bye. Like who's to say he can't? I like him as a coach, truly. He's a good ass coach. He's never been able to push it through, but Penn State 3.5 at home is crazy. I mean, 3.5 too, not three. If it was three, I'd probably buy a point and just say, fuck y'all, I'm gonna just take it. But 3.5, give me that all day. Come on.
Yep. I'm tired of
Can't get the fuck out of West Virginia, so I really need them to go undefeated to feel good about myself.
I'm just done with Ryan Day. I'm so done with that. I'm done.
Yeah, fucking clown.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done betting on him, and they have not looked impressive.
Really haven't, dude. They have not looked good.
I will say the only thing I'll say is this is the one time where Ryan Dace can just be a motherfucker, and just when you want to kick him to the curb, he's gonna.
I know.
But I
But
like the hook. The hook is huge. The hook is
yeah,
huge. So I don't hate one bit. Their defense is solid too.
yeah, dude,
They got a lot
they're
of
good.
talent. Singleton, Allen on as the running backs, the duo, and then you got
Yeah,
Wallace as a solid wide receiver. They got the tight end that's good. So yeah. Offensive line, they got a bunch of dudes on the line too. Um,
yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, Ohio State's just got a bunch of dudes too, but Penn State, stronger and sneakier team than usual. So I like that. Where you going with the snake pick?
Give me Army minus 22.5. I don't give a fuck. Dude, this Army team is so fun. I mean, I've said it for probably the past 3, maybe even 4 weeks. They're just so fun. They can score the shit out of dude, they can put up 40 if they want and then only let Air Force score 7. You're just like, what is it? Like, we're used to a 7-3, like 10-7 when these fucking armed forces come together. And Air Force, Air Force last year would ball out. Like, I think this is just a new step in Army football, and I fucking love it. I just can't not. I think they're a cover machine. I think they've only not covered like one game this year, if that. They're awesome.
Yep,
So,
they've been.
They are 6-0-1, the only team to not.
who they put.
Now, this is by one site. They could have taken a different line on a different site, but
Right.
they're the only team to have not actually lost a cover.
Yeah. So we'll keep it rolling. Streets going.
BYU 7-1, Indiana 7-1.
Yeah,
And
BYU.
also, I don't know if I'm looking at this right. I don't know if Air Force has covered a game yet this year.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, so this could work out just fine for you next.
Yeah. I fucking love it. That's why I had to take
No,
it.
they have not. They're the only team that has not covered a game this year.
No. The only team
Kind of
that's
scares me. Kind
the
of
only team
scares me,
that's
but
covered every game versus the team that.
it is
Whoa.
at Army at least. It's
All
that.
right, this might just have to be a principal bet for us all.
I mean,
Yeah. Fucking Army. I literally love.
All right.
I'm saying how much I love them, and I don't know their quarterback's name, but Captain America.
I'll take some Army right now.
yeah.
Dude.
Hey, Sam, finish the sentence for me. JMU. Blue Devils getting 21 on the road against Miami. Give me the Duke Blue Devils here. Now, for the sake of the show, I'll take the 21. For the sake of anyone else out there, go ahead and buy yourself a point to make it like 22 and Duke minus 126 there. No reason not not take that. It's still pretty.
You could do that. Minus 126 is fairly reasonable.
I'm also up for as long as the half point hook is within juice range, I'm also good with us taking that.
Yeah. I can't find, I know like on this, like the
We'll
ESPN bet, it
next.
says 21.5, but on DraftKings here, it just either has 21 or 22. But plus 22 is only minus 126. And I feel still well in bounds. I would have felt weird about it if it was over 130.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. But I mean, if you want it, yeah, definitely.
Sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, Miami's been great, but Miami's been playing with fire a lot. They're scoring 40 points, but they're giving up 30 points as well here. And this Duke team is, I mean, they took SMU to the brink in overtime. I just think they'll again kind of be in there here late, and I just don't see Miami winning by more than 3 scores here
No, I
because
completely.
Miami's playing with all the pressure. They're the ones playing with it's undefeated. They're number 5 in the country. Duke's just going to go out there and well, who cares? Just play some football.
Exactly. Is that
That's
one?
a danger. That's a dangerous team to play.
Is that at Duke or Miami?
Yeah, it's at Miami, but
Okay.
you know, I'm not. That raucous Miami home crowd.
I mean, maybe
They're all at the beach.
a little hangover potentially. Yeah,
Yeah, they're probably staying up a little bit too late.
yeah. I'm looking. I'm just checking to see what because I got Iowa State Texas Tech 56. I'm looking at 55 and a half. I might also do that for the sake of half points.
There you go.
Minus 121. Yeah, I'm gonna update that.
Okay.
Just I like the I don't like having push on our record, so we'll do that as long as it's within reason. Max, I'm buying minus 121 for 55 and a half. So I am updating to that.
For me.
All good. All right, cool. Sean, love the Duke pick. I'm actually gonna stay on the same vein of Army covering. I think I'm gonna go with another Armed Forces team, Navy, covering 11 against Rice. I think, yes, Notre Dame kind of they got some extra frustration out on Navy. And it's one of those teams where when you're Navy in the way that they play, if you get down early, it's really tough to get back into the games at times just because they're not used to passing. You could tell that
Mm.
the way that they were operating that second half was just kind of unfortunate. I think with Rice, they're able to get their, pace of play back, time of possession, whatever you want to use for that lingo. I think they're going to handle Rice. Rice has not been a good a good cover team this year. And I think aside from that, Navy is going to be able to put up a lot of points. I think Notre Dame's kind of the outlier. You could argue maybe in a few weeks when they face Army, that could be the other one. But I think overall, they've been a good offensive team. And Rice is not a team I mean, they've been averaging up to, I'm looking at it, 14.9 points per game. Army's averaging about 39 a pop. So I think 11 should be no problem. And I like to bounce back after Notre Dame.
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm going to go with another one. I'm going to go with a home team. In the SEC, they're getting 7 points right now. I'm going to see if I can get a 7.5. Give me Pig Suey, Arkansas Razorbacks, +7 at home against Ole Miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Siri. Thank you, Siri. They like it too. +7 at minus 112. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna be able to slow down the tempo. 7.5 is minus 128. So I don't care. I'll take the +7 push. I'll take the 7.5, whatever you guys want me to do. But yeah, I think Arkansas, this is a great spot. Ole Miss has been a little inconsistent. Could see them just blowing the doors off Arkansas, but I'm gonna go with Arkansas. I don't know. I just got a feeling. And I can't really deny it anymore. So we're going with Arkansas there. And yeah.
You just can't
Very
fight those
nice.
feelings.
Very nice. It's apropos that I go right after you because I don't have to go too far. In fact, I go to the same exact game. Give me under 53.5 in Ole Miss versus Arkansas. The Ole Miss, I know Sam loves things like tempo. He's a data boy here. Ole Miss plays one of the kind of the slowest just tempos there. Games are 1-7 to the under this year. The exact not what you'd think of Ole Miss once they got into SEC play here. And I think this is a game that if Arkansas wants to win, they're going to want to limit possessions. Not trying to get into a shootout here. I just think I get a lot of points to play with in a 53-5 game when I think this is going to be more like some sort of kind of 27-21 type of game.
Yep. I love it. I love it. I'm
Hey,
hoping
you're about to go Ole Miss for a sec.
I did too. I thought you were gonna zag. I thought you were gonna zag.
Not at all, man. In fact, I might even moneyline sprinkles.
I'm thinking the same. I'm thinking the same. Max.
Oh, I just saw that Yankees. I can't believe they didn't get a run on that.
Jeez.
Fucking slow fucks.
Wrap us up. Take us home.
Wait. All right. Well, I thought it was 13.5, but it is 13. Give me Kansas State minus 13 at Houston. Houston's
Bounce
dog
back.
shit. I don't give a fuck. And Kansas State's on a revenge tour right now. They lost to fucking dog shit. Who did they lose to? They lost to BYU. They got spanked by BYU. So
Yeah.
not dog. My bad. They got spanked by BYU, but they're on a revenge tour right now. Houston's very, really not good. So like that a lot. I think they can spank whoever they want right now. Avery Johnson's rolling.
Yep.
He's looking very crisp.
Matt, because I probably will also be taking that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got away with it. A tough
Too
game.
good looking not to.
Kansas. Yeah. Well, then they had a tough game
Yeah, I
against.
got away with one, but
Yep. I think that's a good.
I think that
Wake
same
up
Kansas
call.
team beat Houston by like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously,
like
dude.
up 14-0 first quarter. I might even look at that first quarter spread.
Dude, they're gonna beat the fuck out of them. They beat the fuck out of West Virginia, and I truly think West Virginia's a better team than Houston. And they're literally like fucking mad because they should have the conference in their hands right now. And I don't know if it's a quick sidestep, but I don't think they might not play Iowa State this year,
I don't
which
know.
is crazy. Oh, last game of the season, motherfucker. That's gonna be awesome.
That is
At,
Oh,
at fuck, I did this last time too. Ames.
Ames. Yep. Okay.
Ames, Iowa, not to be confused with Iowa City.
Yeah. I know, because I think a few podcasts ago I could not fucking I know all the Big 12s. Well, now that we got a couple new ones, I don't know where BYU really is.
Provo.
Provo. Yeah. I knew all the old Big 12.
What about
Big
what about
12. Yes, no. I'm
what about University of Arizona?
gonna say not Phoenix, because that's ASU, right?
So
Yeah.
Tempe is the town that's right near Phoenix, where Arizona State is. Tucson is the town that's way south.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Big 12 geography.
Yep. Kansas State first quarter minus 3.5 plus 102. Just saying. So I
Easily
love.
7-0.
I know that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure I write that down for later. And then anything else that you didn't get to pick that you're gonna be playing this weekend? 'Cause I got a couple, but I want to hear y'all's first.
I'll go first real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to do it again, but I'll tell y'all again. Pitt plus 7.5 against SMU.
Yep, for sure. Got that one down as
I won't touch it. But no, I mean, I'm probably going to touch it, but I ain't putting that on the board. I ain't putting that on the board. But that was my kind of one and only. I was like, dude, Pitt looks really fucking good. SMU, I called dog shit after week 2, and they've proven me wrong. And it's at SMU. But I think Pitt kind of has been through some shit this year, so they know if they get in a pickle, they know how to get out of it. So
7.5 is a incredible.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is a lot.
especially
It's
this
gonna go
Pitt
down.
defense forces a lot of turnovers there, so they
Yeah, I think it's going down too. It's
Yep, I agree. That's what I was just
easily
gonna
going to be six and a
say.
half by kickoff at least.
Yep, I was just gonna say get that one while the getting is good. That's for sure. I love that. Yep.
I
Um,
got just two more I'll throw out here. I like Baylor -3 versus TCU in a battle, a huge mid off in Max's Big 12 there. Just kind of two teams going in opposite directions a little bit, in my opinion. Baylor's playing better of late. TCU not playing all that well. And then as much as I love hearing the pit talk here, and SMU. Tech 3-1 the ACC. There's a lot of these kind of ACC teams that are doing well. Clemson -10.5 against Louisville this weekend. They were on a bye last week, so if you forgot about it, this Clemson team, after getting shit bumped by Georgia, has just been absolutely manhandling every team they play. And I don't think they're going to have any issue at home against Louisville there. I think that's one. Maybe get that now because I think that maybe gets closer to 2 touchdowns by game time.
yep, I really like that one
Yeah,
too.
I agree.
Yep.
They really have. And yeah, after Georgia game, I also called them dog shit. So
Hey, they did
they
not
must,
look
they
good.
must be listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
The Klubnik's been playing a lot better of
He
late.
really has, yeah.
they've been running the shit out of the ball too. Mafe and the other running back, they've just been tearing it up. Yep, everything you guys have said so far. I wrote down. Max, I've got our Army Air Force over 41.5 to everything you said about Army.
Oh yeah.
Second
I
that
mean, it's the
they might
nail.
they might self cover. So I love that one. Sean on the Iowa Wisconsin. I got Iowa also -3.5. I might take a little hook. I might just throw that in a money line. Um, already hit on the pit. I'm gonna ride this Signetti train till the wheels fall off. They're just rolling in. Michigan State isn't better than Washington. They can't
Oh,
score. They've had one game, I think. Who they playing? Iowa. I think it was against Iowa was the only game that Michigan State was able to put up points, and that was kind of just a fluky game. So
yeah.
like Indiana. And then same thing, I'm gonna ride the Vandy +6.5 till the wheels fall off. So yeah.
I did like Vandy too, but I was kind of skeptical.
I might take the 7. I might buy a point, see how that goes. I don't know which way it's gonna go, but yeah. They might not probably not gonna win, but I think they'll at least make they're such a good backdoor cover team. So
Yeah.
cool. I like the picks. I like the picks. NFL. Yeah.
NFL.
Do it.
All right. Sean, you had the best week on NFL last week on a tiebreaker with the TD score. So, what's the order, my friend?
I will go last. Max goes first, and Sam goes second.
All right. Well, look, I'm gonna, I will say, trying to think, do I do that? I'm gonna go, give me Lions -3.5. I don't give a shit.
That was mean.
Yep. 1-1.
Okay.
For those who have or aren't looking at the schedule, they are playing the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field at Lambeau Field. I don't care. I don't
Now, there's
care
a
if
little strategy in this too, Max. With it's Tuesday night for us as we're recording this.
yeah,
If Thursday they announce Willis as the starter, this line might get more closer to 5.5 or something. So I
yep,
I
don't
can't do it.
blame you for maybe a math play there.
Oh, I
yeah.
think it's probably the
We said,
smart play.
we said it last week. Lions probably the best team in the NFC right now, and then they show out against the Titans. Sure, whatever, but still, like you can just look at how crisp that team is right now. Um, Offense is absolutely fantastic. They have so many goddamn weapons. It's insane. So give me that. Demont threw a fucking tutty.
Yep. Yeah, they're just fucking
Like,
around, man.
like
We were saying earlier, they're a fucking wagon. And Dan Campbell will not, if he can step on our throats and take any momentum out for the rest of the season, he will. He will murder this team if he has to.
yep.
He will rip our hearts out. He might even fuck around and let us come back for a little bit just to think we have a chance, and then just have an offensive tackle throw it to another offensive tackle. Ben
Yeah.
Johnson's just playing around. I can't even be mad at the play. It's the smart play and good point on the later announcement. But yeah,
Yeah. Honestly didn't really even think about it. I kind of just assumed Love was already out, and I was like, well, this is a nice line. Like, yeah.
I was
Uh,
very surprised when I saw that.
but yeah. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I get it. I get it. I can't be mad at it. It's good because I got screwed this weekend on just a Packers money line and a Jordan Love 200 plus yards just to get like plus 100. And it was just he got 194 and then got hurt. So I already swore off betting on the Packers. So it's a good excuse for me to just stay away altogether and just hope we can string together some good games and keep everyone healthy and have a lot of fun. So yeah, yep.
Sound like Neil Brown.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking about teams who are a lot of fun, within like the last hour, since we started podcasting, this team's already gotten half a point attached to their favorite. I'm gonna lock this in now before it gets any worse. The Los Angeles Rams went from 1.5 to -2. I really like them and their matchup in Seattle. Yes, it is after a terrible ass kicking from the Bills at home. 4 o'clock game, 1 o'clock game for the West Coasters. So day game, they got to wake up a little bit. But the way they looked with Puka Nakua and uh, Cooper Cup, sorry, and Kieran Williams and having all these guys back, Tutu Atwell, like these guys who were kind of stepping up in that time are such good little accessory pieces when they're fully focused on Kieran Williams, Cup, and Puka. Like you got some great catches out of Demarcus Robinson. You've got God damn it. Parkinson's is solid little tight end dump off guy, and then Tutu Atwell is there too. So like they're really coming together. Stafford's been playing well. They looked great against Minnesota. I don't really care what anyone says about the face mask call. I really don't think Minnesota deserved that game. And face mask would have still gave them a little bit of a chance. You imagine with Justin Jefferson, it would have been competitive, but like I don't know. I think just overall, Rams played a better game. McVay on a short week. Give me all the beans. I'm in love with the Los Angeles Rams right now. So give me that -2.
Nice.
Mm.
Sean has, he can fuck around with his favorite. He saved that for last.
Yeah.
I sure can. So let me knock out some totals here. Give me over in Kansas City, Tampa Bay. We've seen some good over games on Monday Night Football here. I don't trust this Tampa Bay defense. I think Kansas City is due for like a 30-point plus outbreak there offensively. I think that number just seems a little bit low. I think I'm getting a good value here. And that number will go up. Give me under 44 and a half in the Chicago Arizona Cardinals game. I don't think it's going to be, as grindy as the Commanders, but I really do appreciate this Bears defense there. I think they will, play very hard, as of last week there. And, I like the Bears offense. I know Max was certainly, I like the players there. I think Shane Waldron certainly doesn't help things. And again, a lot of reasons why I like the under in this game.
Yeah. I can't hate that at all. I hope we do shut them down and we kind of just game manage and keep it simple. So, yeah.
31-10 would be just fine for me.
Yeah. I would take that too.
I'm sure you would.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my dog. I don't like doing this, but You know what? Actually, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. We'll come around to it. I'm going Minnesota, Indy, under 46 and a half. Um, I don't know. I think Minnesota's gonna handle them all right. I think Flacco is gonna be solid, but I don't know. I think the way that the Vikings are on their rush defense, one of the better rush defenses in the NFL. I think they're going to be able to slow down Taylor. I think Flacco's going to have some good throws here and there, but I feel like I could see kind of like a 31-10, a 28-13. I don't see it being super close there. So yeah, give me that under 46 and a half. I'll wait on what I was going to play instead. Yeah. Yep. So
You better hope I don't take it.
I know. I was battling.
I do like that. Yeah, I think it'll be definitely over 46. Might be a little close, but
Under. Under.
I thought you said, oh, I don't know. I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Yeah, I was like wrong game and everything, wrong shit. So I don't know. You guys gotta be careful with Minnesota just absolutely blowing out again. But the fact, I mean, are we gonna bring up Anthony Richardson tapping out because he was tired? What the fuck is that? I know we all saw Pat McAfee's take and 100% agree. Like you are the man. Like what the fuck are you doing? Just being like, nope, I need out.
Yeah.
Like wide receivers and running backs and shit, tight ends. They do that because
I'm with
they do that because
that's a bad look. I feel like there's some people come to the fence with like, oh, they were just going to hand it off. Well, then just then cool, just stand back there and hand it off. Why do you need like it's right? It's way more about the messaging it sends. Like I don't see the guard who is busting his ass every single play calling out. I don't see the safety. Yeah, right. It just sets a pretty tough precedent. Well, it's like, well, I'm the quarterback. Like I can. It's
yeah,
like, well, you know.
weird.
I
Like,
didn't like it. I didn't like it. It's like, yeah, and you're 10 for 35. What are we doing here?
yeah, it was just bad luck. It's crazy. It's insane. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's me then, right?
Snake,
All
snake.
right, we'll see. I'll take the first dog. Give me Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 8.5 against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, I like it.
I don't give a shit. Chiefs are due for one. They've been getting just so close and barely sneaking out. I think Tampa Bay, after last week, can kind of just come out and do their thing. Um, like I, so that's what I was looking at is the over at for what Sean had. I don't know why I thought I just didn't look at the chart very well. So I love that over. I think it's
Mm.
gonna rock and roll, and Baker's gonna do Baker things, and we'll have some fun. It'll be a fun game.
One of the big dogs
Yeah,
goes.
I think
So
it'll be.
And hey, I'll be the first to say it. You know they are bringing up that Texas Tech Oklahoma game where they both went for like 500 yards and like seven tutties. That is being brought up.
Well, when I see it, Max, I will think of you. You're the first one I
Yeah,
heard it from.
but yeah, I think 8.5 is kind of a lot.
I don't hate that. Eight, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I will jump over to what do we got? So I have my own under. Give me the over. Might be a little questionable, but give me Jags Eagles over 45.5. I mean, Eagles defense is nothing to think about. And Jags played pretty well against the Packers. I know you could say Packers defense had a off game. But they were able to Lawrence looked pretty crisp, well, actually very crisp. He had an interception, three tutties, like 300 yards, almost 300, if that.
Really?
He very good. I think they can put up some points, and Philly's defense isn't great, but they can also get on the board. So 45.5 seems a little too low, even though that's like the average NFL game is around there. But I think it'll be over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that the one you were holding off?
That was one of them. I'm still torn on what I'm doing, but I got to do it. But yeah, no, I love Jacksonville. Peterson diced him up, and I mean, Eagles put up 37 last week, so I don't.
Yeah.
I really, really like that. Uh, I guess I'll go with my dog, and just in case Sean picks it. I it's more of the emotional decision I have here, and I think I need to separate the heart and the brain here. It's a Thursday night game. I don't like doing it. They are technically dogs right now. Just got rumor that, or not rumor, just the announcement Stephon Diggs out for the rest of the season with ACL. Nico Collins on the IR. Tank Dell's still there. Dalton Schultz isn't too bad. Joe Mixon has been fucking balling. So you know what? Jets are just poo poo. I want to bet with my heart and Aaron Rodgers. Houston's defense is really fucking solid. They don't
Yeah.
give up more than 20 points. I think I love this for CJ Stroud specifically because I think this is a great opportunity for him to dice up a supposedly good secondary and the Jets with, Sauce and them. They've got the talent there, but I think this is a great opportunity for Stroud to do that against that defense. Also, get a win against Aaron Rodgers. And I think this is a good opportunity for them. I think Houston's, had the loss against Green Bay, kind of squeaked by. It should have been by more than 3 points against Indy, but I don't know. I think this is a huge momentum game for them. If they can win this game, regardless of those injuries, I think that's really big for the rest of the season for them. I think D'Amico Ryans gets them rolling. So I'll take the 1.5 for that dog because I got to go against my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oy.
I like it. Houston's, I mean, they still look crisp, dude. So
Mhm. Yep. They'll find some
he went
dude.
out in like the first quarter, right? Diggs.
He went down pretty early, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Alrighty, Sean.
All right. Oh yeah, because you're in the middle.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking about that Houston. Yankees just hit a grand slam, so good for them to get back up there a little bit. All right. Listen, love some Jameis. Love the story. I love the shot of energy. I think, anyone who watches football for a while understands and just that's just, any team you're gonna have that quick reaction. I think the rubber band snaps back here. Go ahead and give me the Chargers -2 against the Browns. Quietly, Herbert's been playing really well of late here after a couple kind of weird, fluky games, like when Chargers lost to the Arizona a couple weeks ago, bounced back, took care of business last week here. I think they take care of business and get back on a little winning streak against the Browns.
Yep.
I love that. And shout out Bozeman. I'm sure we all saw that. That
Yeah,
fucker Saints tried twisting Herbert, came in, just
yep,
shoved his face in the dirt.
that was
As a
good.
former lineman, I can just say I fucking love that. And any lineman would do that. And
Mhm.
for running back or quarterback, wide receivers kind of on their own, but running back, quarterback fucking got their back and love to see it. Makes me want to run through a fucking wall.
Hell yeah,
That's
hell yeah.
fun.
And
Um,
I'm a Rolex. Give that man a watch. Herbert.
there is no way that the Tennessee Titans should be favored. Uh, I'm not gonna go with my dog with the Pats +3.5 here. I think I will probably play that overall, but that game just in general scares me. It'll probably just be like an awful tie. But one that we have talked about here, I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars at the hook at +7.5. I think Max, you alluded to that. This game's probably going to be some high scoring. I think this is going to be like a fun witching hour game where quietly the last few weeks, I feel like Jacksonville's offense has started to get it going. Trevor Lawrence has been making some good plays here. If their defense can just kind of make enough plays, I think the Eagles have been awesome on offense the last few weeks and maybe are just due for, a little, not a stinker, but, I don't think they're going to blow it out here. And I can just kind of, get within that touchdown and get a nice cover. But I also do like the Pats at plus 3.5 for, others listening.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it'll be kind of back and forth. I don't think there'll be much defense. So I do
Yeah.
like that.
Yep. Yep. Shit.
Is that back to me? It
I think,
is.
or no, I think it's me. Then you go back to back.
Oh, your middle.
I think so. Yeah.
You done did it again.
Yeah. I was trying to see if there was any like live props for it. I saved my over for last, but it's not really. They're not coming up. So I'm just trying to decide between two guys. I'm gonna definitely play them both. But looking at the Saints game and Carolina, I think Saints need to bounce back. I'm not saying that they're the best team in football. I know Carolina stinks. So with Jake Hayner, a lot of dump offs, I imagine. So give me, and then I also think they're going to rely on the running game. So give me Alvin Kamara over whatever his rushing and receiving total is. I want the over on that. So I think he's going to get a lot of catches out of the backfield. I think he's going to get a lot of carries. He's going to be used a lot. Carolina has just not been playing well defensively, kind of at this point, just rolling over. So give me a little bit of that Kamara rushing receiving.
Okay.
A year in the making.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I like it. I will stay on that same game and I will go under 43 and a half. I think this is going to be a shitty, poopy, dog shit, just not fun game.
Yep.
And fucking 17-10 kind of shit. So can't see this going well. But Kamara will get his yards.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say it was going to be a pretty game. I think it's going to be, yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that under.
Everyone's been, I mean, Bo Nix looked like a Hall of Famer against the Carolina defense last week. So
Yeah.
Yep.
a lot of logic behind
Sure.
your play there.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I might as well jump to my prop too. I'm going to double down on a pick that was, I think, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. Pretty disappointing, but against this fucking defense at home, or just this team in general. I mean, fucking hell. Give me Kirk Cousins plus 250 passing yards against the Dallas Cowboys. I just, I think this is, I know most people probably thinking Cowboys got to bounce back at some point. Uh, it really doesn't look like it. I truly, Falcons are kind of a team on the line that's just like, are they gonna put up fucking 38 or are they just gonna put up 17 and barely get the offense going? Uh, this is a deep like Cowboys. They can slice and dice the Cowboys right now. I mean, Diggs like used to be the shit and now he looks like poop. Well, he used to be the shit and now he is shit. Um, so I think they can get this going. I think Drake London, Kyle Pitts, they'll fucking Darnell Mooney. I mean, Darnell Mooney's like his favorite weapon. So I
Yeah.
think 250s, it's got to be this time. I think I was 225 last time I picked them, but this 250 seems right. I think I'm feeling a 364 again. I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah. I really like that.
It was minus 115, by the way, just so.
It's
I
250.
think the 225 was like minus 210 if you wanted to like parlay that or some
Okay.
shit.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Really like that. Shit. Well, that's an even better segue to my last non-touchdown play. And give me the over in that Atlanta Dallas game. Not much more to say. I completely agree. I think Dak is going to find a way to put up enough points to make it competitive. I 31-28, something along those lines. Both
Mhm.
defenses have not shown a whole lot of ability to stop anything really at this point. Both teams really need a good offensive performance, and both teams are probably going to go off. So yeah, I want a piece of that game. It's out of principle. It's for me. It's like probably a Cowboys plus 2.5 money line kind of game for me. I don't know why. I just like Dallas in situations like this, but at the same time, um, I got enough dogs and other stuff on the board that I like over it. So it's kind of like, let's see how Saturday's college football games roll and I'll play. So at least give me the over.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice.
All right. Then so I got the last prop here. So the Seahawks rushing defense has left a lot to be desired. I think they're like 21st in the league, but what have you done for me lately? 2 weeks ago, they let up over 100 yards to Bijan. Last week, they let up over 100 yards to James Cook. I don't think much is going to change this week when Kyron Williams comes into town. So we don't have that number yet, but I will take Kyron Williams over rushing yards. I imagine it'll be high, probably like 75 to 79 range there. But whatever that number is, give me all of that because I think Kyron Williams will also have a very nice rushing day against this liberal rush defense of the Seahawks.
Love it.
Absolutely on the board of picks I was looking at. And then you sneak us back with the touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
Fuck yeah.
quietly having a very good year.
Yep. I really
Yeah,
like it.
I eyed him for sure.
That'll be good because that
That's
extends.
Thursday night.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think his odds are
No,
up.
I can get us off to the right track or put us
For
behind
five.
the eight.
No, I love that pick. I mean, I think they're gonna have to use him.
I
Otherwise,
think they're going to lean on him a lot.
yep. So I love that. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Ironically, I was between two. I'll wait and I won't share my other one that I'm not going with until Max goes with his. But Kieran Williams, I mean,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I got him. I think 2 weeks ago he hit. I fucked us with Pearsall this past weekend. You boys both hit yours, so I need to make sure that I hit. So that is just
To check my phonetic, is it Kieran? I think I was thinking Kyron
Kyron.
earlier.
Kyron. Oh yeah,
All
Kyron. Oh shit.
right. Yeah, that's okay. I just want to make sure we're getting them
I think it
correct.
is Kieran.
Oh no, that's fair. I don't know.
Kieran Williams. I
We'll get
feel
that confirmed before next show.
Yep. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And we'll get his odds whenever they come up. I can't
Yep.
remember. Max.
I don't see any. I mean, I'll just keep the running back train going. And another running back that has been scoring and has a great opportunity to score this weekend. That's going to be Mr. James Cook.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely love it. If their offense keeps going like they're going, he's easily going to get a nice 5 yard goal line rush, you know.
Green pass. So many ways you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And I love this parlay. This might be my favorite parlay of the year so far.
Yeah.
Yep. This is.
Well, seems good.
It does feel good. So we'll get those odds.
Might be around that. The last week was plus 60, plus 563. I think it might be around there. I bet they're all. I saw Mixon's minus 155. James is probably minus 125. Kieran maybe gets that plus 110. But still,
That's
out some great odds. Hey, I'm just guessing here.
I like it.
If
I'll be
that's
all
what it
over it.
turns out to be, I'm going to post it.
No, I love it. Fuck yeah. Any other picks you guys want to throw out there that you're gonna be playing that did not make these lists?
I don't
Honestly,
have one, but I bet you have a few.
yeah, I don't think I do.
More on the prop side, I think I like AJ Brown's over receptions. I like him also for a touchdown. I like the running back parlay and like Jalen Hurts might snake a bunch, so I also like Jalen Hurts touchdown. But AJ Brown and Jacksonville, they give up a ton of receiving yards. I think AJ Brown's just trying to get his stride as the season's going on, and he's getting back healthy. Let's see. I don't know. Buffalo -6 is intriguing against Miami. But at the same time, I can understand anyone wanting to do Miami sick +6. It's a good amount of points, good letdown opportunity. And yeah, I already kind of mentioned it with Dallas. I might throw that in something. And maybe Minnesota -5, because I don't know why that came down a point with Joe Flacco. I don't think either, like, I don't know. I'll probably get my
Yeah,
mind off the Detroit Green Bay game.
yeah. The only two I kind of liked Broncos against the Ravens +9, but not really that much. And then I'll probably definitely do under Pats Titans 38. Maybe make it like 38 and a half in a parlay or a little bit more than that. But
Yep.
that Titans Pats game's going to be super under. Even though Brissett looked pretty fucking crisp. And I don't know what's up with May, but um, that game's going to be ugly as fuck.
Yeah, a lot of running, just kind of eating up clock.
Yeah.
Might be like one and quarter. First quarter is only 2 possessions. Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
3-3.
Yep. But that's about it.
Cool. I dig it. Sean, nothing.
Yeah, man. Nothing really else.
Just for the sake of it, if it is Malik Willis, Josh Jacobs probably over carries
Yeah.
and rushing yards.
Yep. Like that.
I could see him getting in the end zone one way or another.
I feel
So
like the Bills always own the Dolphins. That's just one.
yep, I like that. All righty. Sweet.
Yeah. I think, frankly, probably the Ravens are getting too many points at 9.5 against the Broncos. That's it.
Yeah.
One of the big favorites has to go down. It's just a matter of picking the right one, to be honest. Like one will go down, which I think drives me more insane knowing that's the case. I could just like stay away from them altogether, but now I'm like, all right, like who could be the one?
Who could it be?
We'll
Who
see.
could it be?
We'll see. Anything other than football? Any other sports you guys want to hit on?
Uh,
Really gotten into NBA or anything? I'm still getting the models ready.
yeah. Penguins, just the games going over has been a great trend. They're very bad, but they do score some goals sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
And else on my part.
Hawks are pretty much in that same, had a nice win against the Avs last night. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Well, the Hawks are kind of like the Bears. We just got this generational talent. We just got to know what to do with it.
Yeah, I saw he's had a great start to the year, though.
Yeah, yeah, he watching him is actually like insane. It is like that McDavid, Sidney Crosby level. You're just like they know everything that's happening in the game right now, and it's awesome.
I saw McDavid. That injury could be a little bit that's not good.
No, it's
Yeah,
not good. He also had like a terrible start to the year to until that injury
yeah.
too. It's
Ovechkin, 44 goals on the year, and the Caps have sneaky.
Caps are looking crisp.
I know, man. They're frisky.
Yeah, I
Uh,
hate. Fuck the Cavs.
How many more goals does he need for Gretzky's thing?
150 something.
Is
I'd
it
have to
doable?
look that up.
Is it doable?
Yeah, I think
Oh
they're
yeah,
like
I mean, if he plays like
realistically.
2 more years, I think it's very doable.
Yeah, I think they're like if he can get 2 more years under his belt, it's bound to happen. But
Because he still probably get it like at least at this level score at least, assuming he stays healthy, 20 goals a year. So just a matter of sample size, number of games.
yeah, and I saw a meme earlier. I think it was yesterday, maybe this morning. Winnipeg Jets looking crisp. The New York Jets are not. It was the Mr. Incredible, like the bright, and then it goes dark. It was like
Yeah.
NHL Jets fan. I'm an NFL Jets fan. It was just like the dark.
Oh, I know what you're. Yeah, there was the couple Sundays ago, the Penguins played the Jets, and then the Steelers played the Jets that night,
Hmm.
and the Penguins got kind of boat raced, and then of course the New York Football Jets lost by a ton. So
Yeah.
I'm glad if I had to pick one of the Jets to win and one of the Jets to lose that day, it worked in my favor.
Hey, yeah,
Fair.
I feel that. Yeah, Winnipeg looks amazing, but just the beginning of the season, so we got a lot to go,
Yeah.
and man, just we're rolling. Shout out Brentford, snuck out a game against Ipswich. Uh, they're my only team right now that can actually make me happy. Even the Bulls really aren't that good, so
Yeah, we don't need to get into that.
yeah, it's just life. What can you do? And you keep pushing forward, going to work.
Ooh, I'm just looking.
Oh, all right, coach.
Dude. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
dude.
well, Thomas Frank's gonna fucking go to Man U, maybe. So now I'm actually fucked. All right, let's get out of here. I need to go to bed.
Villa plus 275 against Tottenham on Sunday. So
What do we think of Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit?
Tottenham.
Tottenham. That's
I'm
all.
sorry. That's all right.
All right.
We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham.
Someone's been hanging around Gus's.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So plus 275. I might be sprinkling on that because that is a Sunday 9 a.m. I gotta get up for that. Um fuck yeah. All right, fellas. Oh, Newcastle Arsenal minus 105 Arsenal. Okay.
Ah,
Stay away.
just be wary.
Yeah. I dig it. I dig it. All righty,
The
fellas.
vibes aren't great right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see that. But all righty,
Champions
fellas.
League's going well. Champions League's going well.
Okay. Okay. Hey, progress. You get you guys healthy. Fine. But fellas, always a pleasure. Got a great slate, great board of picks. See how they do. We'll be back next week. Love you, boys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.